All right, here we are inside Topaz Gigapixel AI Gigapixel 8. And you can see here, I've got this image. It's blurry. That's the original on the left, and it's unusable in this state. This is a AI created image, and it just wasn't sharp. And it was probably about 1024, around that size. So I'm upscaling it by 4 times. You can see here on the right, you can see the full image, and then the box is what we're seeing right here in front of us. Then you have 1x, 2x, 4x, 6x, custom size, and then you can see the actual dimensions in pixels. Then you can see we have our pixel density. And here's another feature here. If you see basic models, we have standard, high fidelity, low res. If you click here, compare, we can compare different models to see if we prefer the algorithm and how it applies the different enhancements in upscaling and sharpness. And so you can look here, we have standard V2 on the left, we have high fidelity V2 on the right. And as I look at this image, you could see the skin's a little smoother with the V2. The highlights look a little better. I mean, they both look great. I mean, I don't think either is over sharpened. Either one is usable. You could use either one. You know, if you're going for something a little more realistic, maybe the standard V2 might be good. Or if you want more of a beauty look, then I'd probably go with the high fidelity, but they're both great images. And if you want to choose one, I'm just going to click this one, click Apply Model. Now let me quickly go over my settings for you. Now these are pretty good settings to start with. Also too, they do have an auto feature, which can auto choose the model for you. As far as the settings, you have an auto feature here. You can do that. Different generative models that you can experiment with. I'll cover those in another video. But here's some settings I found work pretty good for me as a starting point. You have sharpen at 25, denoise at 25, and fixed compression at 5. And then you can go plus or minus 10 either way and see what you prefer. Maybe you have a preference either way. Maybe your image is blurrier, maybe it's not as blurry, and then maybe you don't need this set exactly like that. But start there and experiment. I'm on Gen 2 beta. I'm on realistic mode, and my face recovery strength is at 80. And again, you could go 10 or 20 either way, see the difference, and choose for yourself, you know, what appeals to you regarding the image that you're working on. So make sure you have gamma correction checked. So a few options as far as how you want to look at this image. So we can click there and we just see the image sharpened. We don't see what it looked like before. We could click here and then we could go back and forth. So you could see, wow, that's huge. That's a huge difference. Or you could look at it like this. So you have a sliding scale. And if you click here, you can also just have some quick presets there. And then another cool feature is you can batch process images. If they're similar, if they're kind of equally blurry, you can bring in 30 images and apply all the settings and then export them as a batch, which is a huge, huge time saver. Now, I've tried a lot of free solutions because I didn't want to pay for the software. But after I downloaded the demo and I compared this to all the free solutions out there, even some paid solutions that I tried online, they just made it look fake. They were like over sharpened, or there was like so much contrast, or they just weren't usable. They didn't do a very good job. I find that for the money, this is a fantastic deal, especially if you're going to do a bunch of images. And I can see if you only have one, but if you've got a lot to do, or you're planning on doing more in the future, whether it be you missed focus on a photo shoot, or whether you're working on AI images that are coming out low resolution, kind of blurry, definitely have a look at Topaz Gigapixel AI. This is version 8, Gigapixel 8. I'll put a link in the description box below. And if you enjoyed this video, give me a like for this video. If you're not already a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. And if you have any comments or questions, maybe something I missed or something you want to see in the future, leave a comment in the comments section below. All right, thanks for watching. It's Craig Becta. I'll see you in the next video.